Well, I'm here with Ann Francis, and Ann's a local photographer here in Dedham. How long have you lived in Dedham, Ann?
I moved here in 2001.
Fantastic. And so we're in the offices of Donahue Real Estate, and we're doing the Faces of Dedham II. Tell us about the Faces of Dedham, Ann.
Well, back in 2003, 2004, you and I were working on some projects together, and we started talking about the people I had met and the people you've known for a long time. And so we came up with the Faces of Dedham, and we did a show in your old office and presented it, and lots of people came and saw it and got a lot of feedback. And I got to know some people that I wouldn't have gotten to know otherwise. And then when the Dedham 375 celebration came up, both of us separately said, oh, we should update, and then got together and pulled together a list, and now we have Faces of Dedham too.
Here we are. So how many photos are there total?
There's 54 in the show, and 27 are from the first time, and 27 are from the second time. So it's a nice mix of some people, that may have been known years ago, and then some people who are more known now. I think there's been a lot of changes, and then some things are exactly the same. So it's kind of exciting. And I think it's why I live in Dedham, because these people make it a good community.
Certainly is an interesting cross-section of people. Do you have any favorites, any favorite photos?
I love them all. No, they're all different. So it's hard to pick one. I could tell a story about every single one. But I think, again, it's the cross-section of humanity that comes into this town, that stays in this town, that makes it interesting. So each one has a good point to me, and I think to people who are going to look at it. Because some people you'll really know. They're very obvious people that you've seen, you've heard about, And then others are not so known, but you may have seen them drive by, or they're at your church or whatever. So it's interesting.
This is an interesting one here because certainly it's not a face, but it is a place, and I think Legacy Place certainly is something that's occurred over the last 5 years, 6 years or so that's really changed Dedham. What was your inspiration for taking a photo of Legacy Place?
Well, I think the thing is, it's literally a face. I mean, especially this facade here. I mean, we all drive by it 1,000 times a day or weekly or whatever, and you have if you remember the old days when the Showcase Cinema was there, you had an opinion of that. I think this has changed the way people who don't live in Dedham think about Dedham. And so therefore I think it is a face of Dedham. It's just like anybody, a personality.
And so you were also doing this in conjunction with the Open Studios that's occurring on Sunday, May 15th, and from 11 to 4, I believe, and you can get maps. They're all over town, and you certainly can come to Donahue Real Estate Company and view these photos,
Yes,
right?
I will be here all day.
And they'll be on display for, well, it's free art for us, so they'll be up all the time. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think if you are at all interested in Dedham or just got here or have been here for a while, it's worth coming and checking it out, because you're going to see neighbors and friends, but you're going to also see people you haven't met, and they're interesting. Everybody's interesting. So I hope that these images capture that.
So, Ann, who do we have here?
This is Joe Heisler and Charlie Kruger, two men who I had never met, but I was told they had done a lot of work down in East Dedham in the Motherbrook area. So we met, and they showed all the area down the river and stuff that they had cleaned up. And then we were on this side, on the street side. And then Charlie was like, well, if you want to see the waterfalls. I'm like, waterfalls? And he's like, well, yeah, we cleaned up all the stuff, so now the water actually flows. And so we came over here. And this is totally spontaneous, totally them. I didn't say, oh, do this or that. And that's, I think, what the fun part is for me, because if in 5 minutes of conversation we got comfortable enough that they could be themselves, and this is them. So it's really cool, and someplace I certainly would never have seen in Dedham had I not met these guys.
Yeah, who knew there was waterfalls in East Dedham, right? And it's a great picture, and it really, I think, shows the pride that they have with doing this project, and it's a great project, ongoing project as well. They do a lot of great stuff in town and in East Dedham specifically. And here we have probably Dedham's most famous runner, amongst other things, Dick Smitley. And what was your inspiration behind photographing Dick?
Well, last year I met Dick in my running club, Thirsty Irish Runners, little plug for them, and just talked to him about some stuff. And then he's involved with a lot of things around town. He's the high school janitor. He told me that he went there 22 years ago to do a 2-week stint because he'd gotten laid off from his electrician's job and never left. And when at the school, I've been there a couple of times, the kids are just like, oh, Mr. Smitley, Mr. Smitley. I mean, everybody loves him. He's a great character and one of the nicest men that anybody knows. He does a lot with the James Joyce Ramble, of course, and just he's one of those people know.
He has a fantastic face. I mean, his face could tell a million stories. Just a great guy, and like you said, a true Dedham character.
Yeah.
So, Ann, how long are they going to be on display here?
As long as you'll keep them. I think it's a great place to look at art, and there's lots of pictures to have up. So you tell me.
Well, certainly anyone can feel free to come by anytime to take a look. We're here 10 to 5 every day. I would ask that maybe you call ahead. The number is 781-251-0080, and just to make sure that someone will be here to let you in, and you'll have the ability to walk around and take a look at all the great photos. All right, Ann, thank you very much.
Thanks, Jay.